As IT and AI continue to develop, many of these jobs are becoming automated, leading to an immense reduction in the total number of jobs. Although these jobs temporarily brought quick economic growth to rural communities, the potential for replacement is just as imminent. Agricultural jobs are also threatened in rural areas by the introduction of factory farming. As major corporations move into rural communities, small-scale farmers struggle to compete. An example is the 500 dairy farmers who lost their jobs in Wisconsin in 2017 to corporate farms, and their economy is suffering as countless stores and municipal services are being shut down due to the lack of income. Another disadvantage to introducing IT to rural communities is the skill gap that will exist between urban and rural employees. Rural communities generally have far less access to high-speed internet and technological resources, putting them at a disadvantage in the job market. This will introduce a gap in the local economy in which there is a capacity to utilize advanced technological tools, but no trained employees to use them. The skill gap will also be evident whenever issues arise with the introduced IT. There will be far fewer experts in rural areas who have a thorough understanding of the technology and will be able to correctly address problems. Lacking local expertise will make it difficult to continue using and updating IT at the pace needed to remain competitive in the global market. Now we have Professor Meher Shah from the Management Science Department from the University of Waterloo to talk about his opinion on how technology empowers people in rural communities.
I'm an optimist. It's very hard for me to see things that could, obviously everything has a negative aspect to it too. I think the kind of discussion we had earlier, that yes, there would be some threat to jobs, but I have a feeling about it. I think we shouldn't be worried about people losing jobs because of change in technologies, because what happened after industrial revolution, we built machines, then human beings started doing something more meaningful. Then rather than acting as robots or doing monotonous work, they started doing more meaningful work. Then we built some further technologies. Right now we're talking about artificial intelligence, so we are trying to make these computers take decisions on our behalf, because we have understood that we are not optimal decision makers as human beings. So eventually human beings would be doing something more meaningful. So I'm not worried about that. I think technologies can really empower people even in rural areas.
As IT and AI continue to develop, many of these jobs